Hey guys, Sonyx here. I am a top 500 0.1% Valkyrie main, so I know about a thing or two when it comes to mastering Valk. This is a 4-part series where I go over Valkyrie in depth. This is episode 4 where we focus on Valkyrie's ultimate, Skyward Dive. Now, Valkyrie's ultimate launches her and her team about 135 meters in 7 seconds, and it takes about 3 minutes for her ult to recharge. Now, I know recently with the addition of the evac tower, Valkyrie might not seem like a great legend to pick anymore. However, I argue that Valkyrie is still one of the best legends in the game because you can actually pair an evac tower with their ultimate to travel really far, okay? Plus, Valkyrie's ultimate travels further than any other repositioning tool. Now let me show you the distance between using a jump tower, an evac tower, her ultimate, and then her ultimate upgrade to show you just how powerful Valkyrie really is.
Give the title to any Judge.
With those without wings, we could use that jump tower. A life vest is located with those without
Thank you. Yo, we should def check out the...
If you are grade waiting, Kyrie.
Gotta hop up here. Boosted loader.
We could use that jump tower.
Now the first user of her ultimate is repositioning. Valk's ultimate is great for repositioning from a bad area to a better spot for you and your team. This is great for rank, pubs, essentially anything to reposition to help you become successful in the battlefield. Oh my gosh, look, we literally can't get out. Except my ult.
We can't? Oh.
Isn't that crazy? And this shows just exactly that you could leave just with only Valk's ult. How cool is that? Because if we get held right there, we're dead. Yeah, see? Look. God tier ult, bro. Oh my gosh. We literally avoided the nastiest...
We could get that, but they fight because they're not in a circle.
Oh my gosh, that ult, I'm flipping that. Now the second way to use your ultimate is a scanning tool. Let's say you don't even need a reposition, you just want to scan around if there's any enemies. You could use this to help you and your team find out where the enemies are.
If you are unable to assist in an
Oh yeah, up there.
Make sure seat backs
Right, so we're gonna try to attack from here.
Yeah, that's a good spot. Wait. See, I'm so glad Valk scan is crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
That is really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, way more information, right? Now another thing is that you can actually use jump towers infinitely if you have one close to you to just keep scanning around you. You could be like an unlimited scanning legend, okay? So you just keep going around in a circle. Let's say you're already in ring and you have a jump tower, you could just keep using this unlimitedly. Now if you have an evac tower, you can actually use an evac tower 3 times by using your jets like this to kind of buy you time. And then you're just gonna go in a circular motion like this. And then bam, you can start scanning, and you're good. You land back down, and then you hit this evac tower again.
wings out.
And then once you land back down, you're gonna have a split second to hit that evac tower a 3rd time. Guys, 3 times with an evac tower. And look, there you go. Got it back right before it explodes. And bam. Now you have 3 scans with just 1 evac tower that doesn't even need to be in your backpack because you have a survival item in your inventory. And there you go. Now the third way to use your ultimate is an endgame stall. Now, remember how we talked in previous episodes where let's say you're in a final ring, like this is the last ring, you could actually use her passive VTOL Jets to fly up, avoid all the damage, right? But let's say your team's down there. Guys, they're gonna die, okay? But what you can do, let's say it's the final ring, let's say you're playing in a sweaty circle like it's a diamond lobby, right? And because that happens a lot, what you can do is that when the ring starts to close in, you take your team with you, and let's say that this is the ring, see that little circle right there? What you can do is you can start flying in a circle like this, and you're delaying, you know, you see the trail? You're kind of going in a circular pattern, you're delaying as much time as possible on the ground, and bam, as soon as you land, everyone's kind of low, and now you and your team can fight. Let's say that that's not enough, you could pair that up with your VTOL Jets. There you go. And then your team is down there fighting, and you could shoot your rockets down here. Okay, so Valkyrie is just so powerful, guys. I can't even explain it right now. It's too much. It's too much. Now, some tips for her ult. When you use her ult, it takes about 2 seconds for you to use it to activate it. You see, like you're doing that little startup time? It takes 2 seconds for that. Now, let's say when you're in that position and you get shot at, you get resetted back to 75%. Now you have to wait for that time to come back and basically wait for your ult again, okay? So you want to make sure you're always in a position where you're in cover when you're using your ult, so that way you don't get shot at and get restarted again, okay? So a great tip is to throw Gibby Bubble down, and as soon as you have the Gibby Bubble down, you're going to pop your ultimate, and you're going to have this bubble around you, which basically prevents you from getting shot at, and bam, you're good to go. You could fly out of that, okay? Another tip is to fly from a higher spot than you normally would. Like, instead of ulting from this spot, try to get up here. Or let's say you're down here, try to get up here. Literally anything that can get you a tiny bit of height will help you so much, because her ult did get nerfed in the past, and ulting from a higher vantage point like this will buy you so much more height, and it can literally mean the difference between winning or losing a game, okay?
Can you make it over?
Yeah, I'll make it over. This bin will be our lifesaver though, I think. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. We could fly out.
There's a fight over there, someone might have
Where?
one.
Oh my gosh. You're joking. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
I like scratched the top of the
And I don't know if you guys could tell, but I couldn't ult from this spot right here because of this little thing right here. Or if I'm in a building, of course, it's not going to work. You have to have vertical clearance, meaning that you have to be able to see the sky in order for you to actually fly out. And the last neat little tip is that whenever you're taking any type of jump tower or evac tower, whatever, make sure you're going first. So that way you're scanning for your team and you know exactly where you want to land, okay? So you kind of go to this position and now you know that it's safe up here, right here, and then bam, you could play that with your team, okay? You don't want to send your team off and they don't know where they're going. And so as Valkyrie, you kind of have to be like IGLing sometimes, you know, in-game leader, because you are the one flying your team to a better vantage point. Let's say you're flying your team now, you choose the spot most of the time, okay? You're the one that's going to choose the landing spot because you have a clear idea of what's safe and what's not safe, what's high ground and what's not high ground. I'll do another tutorial on like height advantage, so that way you can get a better understanding of this if you play Valk regularly, okay? So that is Valkyrie's ultimate, Skyward Dive. If you haven't yet, please check out part 1 for an intro to Valkyrie, part 2 for her passive VTOL Jets, and part 3 for her tactical missile swarm. Thank you so much for watching, and please never forget to take care.